Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Continuing our series of junior versions of board games, today we are looking at Ticket to Ride First Journey. Ticket to Ride's original game is so popular and it has sold the one copy that I have. It says it has sold more than 15 million copies of that game. So, and Ticket to Ride itself has a lot of different versions, and it is. I only have the original one and the junior one. I haven't purchased any other versions yet, but they are in my wish list. So let's look at First Journey. First Journey, Ticket to Ride First Journey is also made by Alan R. Moon, and let's bring it closer. And the publisher is Days of Wonder. It says ages 6 plus, and it is for a 2 to 4 player game. And I hope on the back it says how much time it takes to play. And this box is yeah, it says right here it takes about 15 to 30 minutes. That's a pretty decent time for 6 years old to play a game. So let's go ahead and open this box and see what's in. All right, let's open up the box. And the first thing we see is the rule sheet, and it is just front and back. Okay, then the next thing we have is this game board, and the game board is quite big. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and show you guys after I've shown you all the contents of the box. So the next one right here are the ticket cards, which are the destination cards. So it'll tell you these are your goal cards basically. So this one is like from Winnipeg to Montreal. So that's your goal for the game if you get this card. So there are if I am not wrong, there are 32 ticket cards right here, and there are more of here. And then this one are the coast to coast card. So if you build train tracks from, oh my goodness, okay, here, train tracks from all the way from east to west, then you get one of this, which gives you an additional 10 points. Okay, so those are the coast to coast cards. The next thing we have are, there are 4 coast to coast cards, and then there we have these train cards right here. So these are the train cards, and these are all the train cards. They all of them are similar to the one that is up here, but there are different colors like blue, black, red, white, and then there is a wild card which is right here. Okay, so these are 72 of them, and I'm showing it really badly this time. I don't know why, but these are the cards. Are the train cards are 72, and then each player gets 20 trains in their color choice of color. So there are 4 colors: yellow, green, blue, and red. Okay, and then these are some extra trains that they have given us, if just in case if the trains break or if we lose some, because you're playing with younger kids, sometimes they tend to break stuff or lose. So yeah, so we have total 80 trains for 20 of each color and some 2 extra for each. Okay, so those are the contents of the box, and then let's go ahead and see how to set up the game, and then we'll see how to play the game. Before we move on to the setup of the game, there is one more card. It is called the golden ticket, and this is given to the person who wins the game. So here is that golden ticket right here, and it's the same on the front and the back. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see how to set up. All right, let's look at the setup of the game. I have already opened the game board, and it is quite a big game board. As you can see here, it comes in a trifold into the box, so it looks small, but it's quite a big game board. And then the first thing you will do is give each player these train cards in the color of their choice. So I'm going to give the second player blue, and I'll keep red. Okay, and I usually keep them in the bags to keep them contained on the table when I'm playing with my son, but you can also have them placed in a bowl or something to make it easier, so that they are on the table, they don't fall down, or something like that. But we usually just use these resealable bags that it came with. Okay, next we will deal out 4 of these train cards to each player, and then have the rest of the card face down deck here. Next we will give this 2 ticket cards to each player, and then the rest of the cards will also stay here next to the game board. Okay, we would not be needing the coast to coast card at the moment, and we will also not need the golden ticket card at the moment. Okay, so now let's move on to the goal of the game and then how to play the game. All right, let's look at the goal of the game. So, the goal of the game is very simple. The goal of the game is to be the first player to complete 6 tickets. So, now let me tell you about the 6 tickets thing. When we first got this game, my son was still 6 years old, but he had just turned 6. And to make it easier, we just decided to bring it even a notch down. And we said, okay, we are going to play a game where the person who wins 3 tickets of completes 3 ticket first wins the game. So you can increase the difficulty according to the age of your child and also what level are they at their concentration level. Okay, so uh, that is the goal of the game, and you can definitely move it up and down like we did, like I gave you an example. Okay, so on your turn you're going to do one of the two things. Either you can draw 2 cards, train cards from the draw pile, or you can claim a route onto the board. Okay. Okay, so the train cards, okay, there are 6 train cards in 6 different colors: yellow, green, white, black, blue, and red. Okay, they allow you to claim routes onto the board, and locomotives are multicolored and can be used as wild cards while when claiming the route. Okay, so that is one of the things. So the first thing you will do is, if you don't have enough cards on your hand to claim any route on the road, on the board, sorry, not the road, then you will take 2 cards from the deck here. Okay, that is one thing you can do. Or you can claim a route. To claim a route, say I want to claim a route between Albuquerque and Dallas, I need to have either 2 of the green um, train cards or 2 of the black train cards. Say I have 2 green train cards, I can discard the 2 green cards and place 2 of my trains here. And then I will have made a connection between Albuquerque and Dallas. Okay, so that's claiming the route. So it's really simple. Some cities have double routes right here. You cannot claim both the routes. Okay, so if I have claimed this one, I cannot claim this one. This one is has to be left open for the next player or for other players in the game. Okay, so you can only connect one path. You cannot connect both the paths. Okay, so that is one of the rules for claiming the route. Now when you complete one of these tickets, like how do you complete? So this one says Denver to Los Angeles. So from Denver right here to Los Angeles right here, I have to make a continuous path of my train. So I can go from Denver to Albuquerque, which only requires one red card, train card. And then from Albuquerque to Los Angeles, I require either 3 blue train cards or 3 white train cards. Say alternatively, if somebody has used this road and you need to go through alternate route, you can go from uh, Denver to Salt Lake City right here using one of this color cards, one of these color cards, and then from Salt Lake City to Los Angeles. You can also go from Salt Lake City to San Francisco and from San Francisco to Los Angeles. So there are a lot of different ways you can reach Denver to Los Angeles. Okay, so once you have made a continuous path from Denver to Los Angeles, your ticket is complete. Tell everybody and show everybody that you have put all the trains from Denver, or you have covered the path from Denver to Los Angeles, putting your trains there, and then you're going to show it to everybody, and then you'll keep this completed ticket face up. Okay, and then you will get to claim one ticket from the top of the ticket deck. Okay, so, and if you know that you will not be able to complete your tickets because the other players have blocked your path, you can skip a turn to discard both of your tickets. Instead of drawing train cards or claiming a route, draw 2 new tickets from the top of the deck to replace them. Okay. So if you think that this route is not possible, and both the routes are not possible, then you can skip your turn and discard both of them, and then grab new tickets from up there. So that is the basic of the game. Now for the coast to coast bonus, if you make a path from Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Seattle all the way to New York, Washington, and Miami, then you have to say coast to coast, and you will get one of these coast to coast cards, and then you will gain, at the end of the game, you will gain coast to coast bonus. The game ends. There are 2 ways a game can end. The game immediately ends when a player completes his sixth ticket. That player is the winner and takes the golden ticket as a reward. The game also ends if a player places his last train on the board. In this case, the player who has the most completed ticket wins. If there is a tie, all tied players win together. Okay, so that is the game. It is pretty simple, and I'm going to play a couple of rounds and then we will go to the final thoughts. All right, so let's play a couple of rounds before we head to the final thoughts. The first look at my train cards. I have a white card, I have a yellow train card, and two locomotive cards, which are wild cards. And now I have the two tickets. One is from New York to Dallas, and the other one is Denver to Los Angeles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard these three cards on my turn, and then I'm going to place three of my trains between Los Angeles and Albuquerque on this white path right here. Okay, white route, not path. Okay, and since I used a white train card, and the other two wild cards will also be considered as white train cards. Okay, so that is my turn for this round. Now let's look at the second player's hand and see what they need to work on. So for them, they need a Denver to San Francisco, and the other one is Salt Lake City to Dallas. Okay, so those are their two tickets. And then this is their hand right here. Okay, so they have two blues, one yellow, and one white train car. So they need to go to Salt Lake City. They have one is Salt Lake City to Dallas. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to discard two of their blue cards and then take two trains out of their bag. So we took out the two trains from their bag, and we are going to make them reach from Salt Lake City to Denver. Okay, which serves two purposes. It can also help them go from Denver to San Francisco, that is their other ticket, and also from Salt Lake City to Denver to either Kansas City and Dallas, or Denver to Albuquerque and Albuquerque to Dallas. Okay, so they can choose their path according to how the other player, that is me, is playing. Okay, let's go ahead and play another round, the second round. So for the second round, I just have this one yellow train card. So I'm going to pick up two cards from the deck, and I got one green train card and one locomotive. And then for the second round, the second player also will pick up two cards from the top of the deck right here, and they will get one green card and one red train card. Okay, and they will put it on their pile. So that is the second round, and you will keep going back and forth playing the game till one player wins six tickets, or or one player places the last of their train, and then everybody counts how many tickets they have acquired till then, and then whoever has won the highest number of or completed the highest number of tickets wins the game. Also, on the coast to coast, I mentioned earlier that you will get 10 points, but that's not the rule for this one. It was for the original ticket to ride. The coast to coast will give you one additional completed ticket. Okay, so say you have completed 5 tickets, and then you get a coast to coast, like you make a route from San Francisco all the way to Washington, and you say coast to coast, you will get this coast to coast ticket, which will give you the sixth ticket, which will act as the sixth completed ticket for you, and then that will help you win the game. Okay, so that is the bonus for coast to coast in this game, and not 10 bonus points, because there are no points in this game. Moving on to my final thoughts for this game right here, what I think is that this game can be played by even younger kids at 5 years old, maybe the latter half of the 5 years of age, when they are starting to read a little bit, because the reading, it requires a little bit of reading on them, like how they have to read their own ticket cards, what cities they have to join, and that is the only reading they have. But that is that can get harder for young 5-year-old. But there is one more tweak you can do, is you can have them keep the tickets open and just play with them. So say they want to go to New York to Dallas, they keep their ticket open and you help them read the tickets. And you can also, like I mentioned earlier, tweak the game and keep lower number of tickets to win the game instead of having 6 tickets to complete. Okay, so you can modify the game according to the age of your kid, and that will help them learn this game. This game is pretty easy and fun because there are a lot of colors in this game. It helps them, if you play with just young kids, maybe you want to completely remove these tickets and just have them learn the colors from the game, and just say, okay, can you put your train on a path that has two blue lines, and they can find either this blue line or this blue line right here, and something like that. You can always add more to the game depending on the age of the child, but as a whole, for the game is pretty simple. It has no complications, just a straightforward game, and a beginner can easily play this game, and you can teach an easy beginner this game very easily, because it is only one rule sheet, so there's nothing more to read. So it's a really quick rule explanation, and you just start playing the game. Okay, so I thoroughly enjoy this game. My son enjoys it. He has played this game so many times that we are like always, like, we play games on Sundays, and he always wants to play Ticket to Ride Junior. So, and he has moved on to the original Ticket to Ride, but he will still bring this one out because he loves this game so much. So I think this game is fun and it's easy. And those are my final thoughts on this game. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Please let me know. I know I don't have comment sections open, so you can let me know if you have played this game or what are your thoughts on this game. But if you can follow me on my Instagram. I will have the link to my Instagram in the description below. And please do share this video with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. So that's about it, guys. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.